What's up, Snowflake? Oh, we got some other girls over here too. Snowflake, how you doing, bud?
God, you're embarrassing me on time.
You all right?
You yelling at me. Hey, Snowflake. Yeah, I hear you. Leave me alone. Good Lord. You're
Snowflake.
all the ladies.
Snowflake! What's
that?
up, boy?
I can't. Who said that? Man, I can't see nothing. Good Lord.
How's that eyeball?
Who said that? Man, did you say that, Mike? Oh, man. Leave me alone, man. I'm trying to get the ladies. What's up, ladies?
People trying to steal my fame. Trying to steal my fame?
You're the one who makes the videos. So.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Now we've done a little work since we last had the first video post up or upload for this $150 four-wheeler we got. But we got a new carburetor in. We got the air filter in. And we bought some new front rubber for the $150 four-wheeler. So we're real excited about that, but we're not gonna get these on today because I'm gonna have to take these to a shop. I might try to put them on at home. I know there's a couple things out there or ways to do it at home, but time is money, and I got a buddy right next door that has a machine, but he's on vacation right now, so that might just have to wait till another day. But what I want to talk about is this carburetor that we got, and I don't feel too good about it. You know, I didn't go out there and buy the most expensive carburetor, but you know what? For $25, I got myself a $25 carburetor. I'm definitely gonna keep the original, but here's the new one, and you can just tell it's just very crude casting, very rough bores inside. Let's say I'm not impressed, but you know what? If it runs and we put it on there and it works, then I can't be upset about that. So let's get this thing installed, start it up, and see if it works or not. We got it busted down. This is kind of what it looks like. You know, I got some questionable wiring. I got some questionable wiring that I have to go look at. We'll have to work through it. The ignition has been cut. We got a new one of those on order. I'm just gonna do my best to clean. All this stuff up. Find out. Need new kingpins. Those are on order. Also ordered front brakes for it. Little baby spiders all over this thing. Yuck. I found out that this is Yamaha's introduction to the four-wheeler market, with their first one being 1985. So that's kind of cool. So if you guys have noticed in the videos that this has a black tube running through it, which years ago, who knows, some guy thought it was a really cool idea to cut a hole in the air box and put a snorkel kit on this. Well, let me rephrase that. Put a home DIY snorkel kit on this. So I'm not a big fan of that. The damage is done. I'll probably just wind up leaving it because there's nothing I feel like doing, like replacing a 34 or 33-year-old air cleaning box. But believe it or not, parts have been very simple to find for this so far. So I've been fortunate enough to find them, and surprisingly, they're fairly cheap as well. So this carburetor is a little bit different than the McCuney. Obviously I had to convert all the internals for the choke and a throttle pin. Thank you, son. Yep. Just doing that and looking how the McCuney has a needle choke, and just the quality of parts and getting this stuff in and out, I am definitely going to be rebuilding my old carburetor and converting back over, because I just don't have very much faith in this carburetor and its craftsmanship. So let's start getting it installed. Well, I got the carburetor in. I can't say that I am a big fan of it. I had to do a lot of retrofitting from the original OEM parts to this this brand of carburetors parts, but we got the air filter in. I was gonna start it up, but I am still dealing with my battery cable. See, even got the trusty clamps there for the battery cable. And I think we're gonna drain this old gas before I'm gonna put anything through that carburetor. And I kind of like to change the oil and get all that stuff done before I start it up. So I do have the stock carburetor. I'm gonna keep it. It's McCuney. These are really good carbs. I've never had problems with them, and I've always rebuilt them in the past, but like I said, the rebuild kit for this was like 20 bucks or $19, and I just bought a new carburetor for 25, but I should have known better. Should have known better what I was getting. So I'm gonna wind up rebuilding this, and we'll probably just put it on the shelf until we're ready to rebuild it, and then go from there. Just to have it as a backup. Guys, you ever have one of those weeks where nothing seems to go right? Nothing at all. Everything fights you no matter what. I had to do brakes on my wife's truck today. Started on Friday. That was a complete nightmare. As easy as Toyota Tundra trucks brakes are easy to do, for some odd reason when I was doing them, it just was, the gods were not in my favor. Every little thing that possibly go wrong would go wrong. And I got these aftermarket, well, they're OEM rims that I bought with the truck, new, but aluminum rims, steel backs, they just wedged those things on there like they weren't meant to be. Had to beat them off with a hammer. I'll show some video right here. And then went to go cut grass Friday. Parked the mower, worked just fine. Drove it in the garage. Got on it, went to go cut grass on Friday night. Won't move nowhere. Something, drive belt's gone on it, something happened. I don't know, mouse chewed something up. It's not engaged in the drive. And just everything go wrong. I had a seat cover ordered for the four-wheeler, which there's a difference between the Moto 4 200 and the Moto 4 225 besides the extra 25 cc's in the motor. They changed the whole seat on that thing, and guess which one I bought? So I gotta return that. I got shysted by a guy on Amazon. He was making it look like he was selling a Kingpin set, but he was actually selling one Kingpin kit. And so I was looking forward to doing the Kingpins on the front of this four-wheeler, and then I open my package up, and I've only got one Kingpin. One Kingpin. So have to send that back now too. Went to, forgot my neighbor, that's my fault. Forgot my neighbor was going on vacation. I was going to change the front tires, and I realized he was out of town, so can't change front tires yet. So next weekend, we're gonna be getting a lot of stuff done on this four-wheeler, trust me. So hopefully everything comes through and we won't have any issues next week. So we're gonna have all the parts to get this thing back together, and we'll get all the plastic put back together, we have everything all thrown back together, and this thing is gonna look like brand new. So stand by for part 3 of this four-wheeler rebuild that we got going on. And oh yeah, we're gonna change the oil, and we're gonna see how nasty this oil is. We're gonna see how much metal is in this oil. So going through some of this electrical real quick, guys. It's nothing really too serious. The only thing I could see that they've gotten into is the fact that they put an aftermarket fan on here to cool it off. So they kind of spliced into a few things, and there might be a couple splices here and there. Nothing too serious I can't figure out or fix. We'll get it cleaned up, but I didn't start it up because I didn't want to put that old gas through that carburetor like I said, and I really want to change the oil on this thing. I mean, I checked it before I started it, but I kind of want to drain it, and I got a new oil filter on its way, and I really want to drain it to see how much metal's in this oil, or how much sludge in there. So we're gonna wait on starting this thing up. I really want to start it up, but I'm gonna wait. But the plans for the next video is we're gonna do kingpins. If all this stuff comes in, we're gonna do kingpins. We're gonna do front brakes. We're gonna change the oil. We're gonna get the tires changed out on the front end, get those things done. And we're trying to get the rims painted up, and we will have this thing up and running. We'll get the plastic back on it, and we should be firing it up and driving around here hopefully next weekend. So the most exciting part is part 3 of the rebuild of my $150 four-wheeler. The one thing I did want to show you is I had an old friend show me a cool trick with using a heat gun on the oxidized plastic of this machine. Now, I didn't know this trick before I done and just went and painted some stuff, but the front plastic cover for the fascia around the gas tank, I didn't paint that. So I gave the heat gun trick a try. So check it out real quick. So it's not 100% new, but it looks a lot better than what it was. I think I may paint that, but I really would have loved to seen what that looked like on the plastic before I painted the plastic on it. But been looking up some videos on how to restore plastic, so who knows, I might just strip it all back down and start over again, because why not? But all right, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. If you liked what you saw today, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I hope you tune into the next episode, Sunny Slope Homestead, part 3 of the $150 four-wheeler build. I'll see you on the next episode, guys.